Hello.
Hola. I didn't know we were starting.
Yeah, I had already started the recording once you were doing whatever it is you're doing.
Hi, friends.
How's it going?
Hope it's going well.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. It's also the day that this episode airs. Will be, Valentine's Day, Ash Wednesday, meaning that yesterday was Mardi Gras Fat Tuesday.
Which we just had a king cake.
We did. It was
And
delicious.
Daniel got the baby, so that
Thank
means
God.
I'll have to buy the cake next year.
It's all right, because I bought last year's and this year's.
True.
So, it's your turn. It is your turn.
Watch, they won't make them next year.
Then you own it.
I'll make one.
I started to this year and last year, and then I looked at the recipe and I was like, no, thank you.
Well,
it's very involved and very expensive.
I was gonna say there's a girl who I watch on TikTok that lives in Louisiana, and she made one with cinnamon rolls. She was like, "I know it's not the real thing, but it'll do."
Is she the one that has the bejeweled slap your mama shaker?
Yeah,
I love her. I love her.
her name is also Brittany.
Is it? I don't think I knew that.
Yeah.
But I also wanted to mention that, Mardi Gras Fat Tuesday was yesterday when you guys are listening to this. And then today is Valentine's Day, Ash Wednesday, meaning that all you Catholic people are giving things up for Lent. So I hope y'all had a great time yesterday partying, because I don't know what y'all giving up, but,
They probably don't feel well, so they're gonna say alcohol for now.
right? Or also, if you giving up the if you giving up coitus
Oh yeah.
for Lent, I hope you're single, because it's also Valentine's Day. Otherwise, I feel
Or a
bad.
woman. A woman could probably make it.
But I feel bad for your partner, because what if they went all out and they expected?
Who cares?
Oh, anyway.
So today, because we didn't do this last year.
Last year we focused on Mardi Gras.
Yeah. So this year, we are bringing you a Valentine's Day special. And I'm going to probably bore you to tears with the history of Valentine's Day. So, like, I've always been like, oh, it's just a commercialized holiday by Hallmark, blah, 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 blah. We'll get to it. So, the legend of Saint Valentine. According to History.com, the holiday's origins and the story of its patron saint are shrouded in mystery. But what we do know is that the month of February has long been celebrated as a month of romance, and that the holiday as we know it today contains portions of both Christian and ancient Roman traditions. That said, who was Saint Valentine, and how did he become associated with this ancient holiday? There are 3 different saints named Valentine or Valentinus, recognized by the Catholic Church, all of whom were martyred. One legend asserts that Valentine was a priest who served during the 3rd century in Rome, when Emperor Claudius II decided that single married men made better
Single
soldiers.
married men?
Men made better. Sorry. Marriage is underneath it, and it threw me off. He decided that single men made better soldiers than husbands, so he outlawed marriage for younger men. When Valentine realized the injustice of this decree, he defied Claudius and continued to perform marriages in secret for young lovers. When his actions were discovered, Claudius ordered that he be put to death. Hold on. Amara's in my arms, so I can't use my mouse. Look at her. She is so happy. Other people insist that it was St. Valentine of Terni, who was a bishop, was the true namesake of the holiday. He too was put to death by Claudius II outside of Rome by being beheaded. Other stories suggest that Valentine might have been killed for attempting to help Christians escape harsh Roman prisons where they were being beaten and tortured. As the legend goes, an imprisoned Valentine actually sent the very first Valentine greeting after he fell in love with a young girl. It was said that she was the daughter of the jailer who had come to visit him during his confinement. Sorry if you just got like a noise. Samara hit her head on the mic.
She decided she was not happy being held like a baby anymore.
Prior to his death, he allegedly wrote her a letter and signed it "From your Valentine," which is an expression that we still use today. Even though the actual history is a bit murky, all of the stories have the same thread that he was a sympathetic, heroic, and romantic figure. She's like leaning her butt on me. By the Middle Ages, Valentine would become one of the most popular saints in England and France, most likely due to his reputation. Some people believe that the reason that Valentine's Day is celebrated in the middle of February is because this was when Valentine died or was buried in approximately 270 AD. Others claim... Put your butthole on me.
She's very people-y this afternoon or this evening.
Other claims that the Christian church might have decided to have a St. Valentine's Day feast in the middle of February is in an effort to Christianize the pagan celebration of Lupercalia. Lupercalia was a fertility festival dedicated to the Roman god of agriculture, Faunus, as well as the Roman founders Romulus and Remus. To begin, the Lupercalia festival, members of the Luperci, which was an order of Roman priests, would gather at a sacred cave where it was believed that Romulus and Remus were cared for as infants by a she-wolf or a lupa. The priests would sacrifice a goat for fertility and a dog for purification. They would then strip the goat's hide into strips, dip them into the sacrificial blood, and take to the streets where they would gently slap both women. Where they would slap women and crop fields with the goat hide.
I'm going to tell you right now.
It ain't happening.
Don't slap me with no goat blood.
I hit back. Rather than being repulsed by this, Roman women welcomed the touch of the hides due to their belief that it would make them more fertile in the coming year. Definitely don't be hitting me with that shit. According to legend, later in the day, all of the young women in the city would place their names in a large urn that the city's bachelors would then choose a name and become paired for the year with his chosen woman. Most often, these matches would result in marriage. This festival survived the initial rise of Christianity, but was eventually outlawed and deemed unchristian by the end of the 5th century, when Pope
I think it's Galasius.
Galasius? Yeah, that makes sense. Galasius declared February 14th to be Valentine's Day, but it wasn't until much later that the day became associated with love. In France and England during the Middle Ages, it was believed that February 14th was the beginning of bird mating season, and this added to the idea that the day should be to celebrate romance. English poet Geoffrey Chaucer was the first to record St. Valentine's Day as a day of romantic celebration in his 1375 poem, Parliament of Fowls. For this, he wrote, "For this was sent on St. Valentine's Day, when every fowl cometh there to choose his mate." It's in Old English, so it's kind of hard to read. Do you remember in our senior English class when we had to
once Yana Prilla, I don't even remember.
I can't remember it. If I read it,
the Canterbury
yeah,
Tales.
it was like the first 10 lines,
something like that.
A lot of good that's doing me now.
Right.
Even though Valentine greetings were popular in the Middle Ages, written Valentines did not appear until after 1400, with the oldest known Valentine that still exists being a poem that was written in 1415 by Charles, Duke of Orleans. He wrote the... Hold on, I'm trying to figure out what I meant. He wrote the poem to his wife. I put people. I was like, what did I mean by that? He wrote the poem to his wife while he was imprisoned in the Tower of London after he was captured at the Battle of Agincourt. Agincourt? Several years later, it is believed that King Henry V hired a writer named John Lydgate to compose a Valentine note to Catherine of Valois. By the middle of the 18th century, it was quite common for friends and lovers of all social classes to exchange small tokens of affection or handwritten notes. By the 1900s, with the improvement made to printing methods, printed cards began to replace the letters. Ready-made cards were an easy and relatively inexpensive way for people to express their emotions during a time when direct expression of one's feelings was discouraged. Americans began to exchange handmade valentines as early as the 1700s, and in the 1840s, Esther A. Howland began selling the first mass-produced valentines in America. Howland was known as the mother of the Valentine, with her elaborate creations of real lace, ribbons, and colorful pictures known as scrap. Today, Valentine's Day is a big business, and the mass commercialization of the holiday has spoiled it for some. According to Hallmark, an estimated 145 million Valentine's Day cards are sent out each year and makes Valentine's Day the second largest card-sending holiday of the year, just behind Christmas. A sociologist at Rutgers University, Helen Fisher, said that we only have ourselves to blame, saying, "This isn't a command performance. If people didn't want to buy Hallmark cards, they would not be bought, and Hallmark would go out of business." Some celebrate very minimally, like myself, with a card and maybe some candy. Others break the bank buying expensive jewelry and flowers for their partner, and some will celebrate in a different way by dining alone and binging on chocolates they bought for themselves, which is also known as Singles Awareness Day. Also, have you ever wondered about the chubby little winged boy that is often adorning Valentine's Day cards and other paraphernalia, and how he became associated with this holiday? Little cherub. So in Roman mythology, Cupid was the son of Venus, the goddess of love and beauty. And Cupid was known for shooting arrows at both gods and humans, which caused them to fall in love instantly with one another. This alone makes it clear why Cupid was introduced into the holiday, but it's not really clear when he became associated with the holiday. When he became associated with the holiday.
Well, so I'm going to go ahead and preface this with saying these next couple of episodes, I'm reading this and hearing this information for the first time, just like you guys are.
Surprise! Because I could have written anything.
This is true. Brittany came in clutch. The week that we're recording this, have had the week from hell. And procrastination, as always, I waited till the last second to write these episodes. And
well, also too, we were a week shorter than normal.
Yeah.
Because it crept up on me.
It did. And so I had a lot going on, and I just really and honestly didn't have the energy or mental capacity or
the wherewithal
at all to do any of this. I wrote one episode and was like, oh my God, like we almost didn't get to record tonight. So,
and I had already written another episode.
Right. So thank you, Brittany, for coming in clutch.
You're welcome.
This is why she is the best bestie there ever was.
The goat.
The goat, for sure.
That's the first time I've ever been referred to.
Now, do we need to strip you and smack people with your hide?
No, thank you.
Anyway, so I'm going to discuss Valentine's Day traditions from around the world. Hold on, I'm going to rotate this mic a little bit. Okay. So, in France, the romance capital of the world, it is believed that the first ever Valentine's Day card had its origins in France when Charles, Duke of Orleans, or Orleans, would send love letters to his wife from prison in 1415. There's a French village called Valentine that turns into the Mecca for romance between the 12th and 14th of February. Residents decorate their yards, trees, and homes with love cards, roses, and proposal for marriage flakes.
I don't know what that means.
I don't either. It is thought to be one of the most beautiful Valentine's Day traditions in the world.
It said that was like at the top of the list, and then like there were way more beautiful ones at the bottom of the list.
Okay. In South Korea, for romantic couples who live in South Korea, they celebrate their love on the 14th of every month. For example, in May, it's called the Day of Roses. It is known as the Day of Kisses in June, the Day of Hugs in December, and for those who are single, they celebrate the Black Day in April by eating black noodles. It is completely unconventional and unlike anywhere else in the world.
You ever eat black noodles?
No.
Not very good. They're black because of squid ink.
Oh, that's what I was going to ask.
Yeah.
Um,
Not very good.
In the Philippines, in an event sponsored by the government as a form of public service, young people marry on Valentine's Day, and it's celebrated with a huge gala. In Ghana, February 14th is celebrated as National Chocolate Day. This came about when in 2007, the Ghana government wanted to increase tourism to their country. Ghana is one of the largest cocoa producing, or I'm sorry, is it cocoa or cacao? Cocoa producing companies in the entire world, so it seemed only natural for there to be a National Chocolate Day here on one of the most romantic holidays. On February 14th, one can attend different performances as well as music events. Some restaurants have even have themed menus for the special day. Sorry, Pauls, I needed to drink. In Bulgaria, like many other countries, Bulgaria doesn't celebrate Valentine's Day in the most traditional of ways. Instead, the holiday is known as San Trifon Zartan, which means Day of Winemakers. Young and old couples alike will celebrate their love with a glass of locally made wine.
Now, good luck with this next one, because I could not find a pronunciation of that at all. And it's Welsh. So
give me a second. I'm gonna look at it and ponder it.
It doesn't. The Google translation that I heard does not sound anything like the way it looks.
Well, of course not. I mean, so let's do Google Translate and see what it says.
Plus, I think the article has it wrong because I think it should be saint instead of san. What are you doing? I'm telling you.
All right, I'm gonna play it whenever I get to that word.
Okay.
Wales celebrates its Day of Love on January 25th, and it is called Day of San or Saint. Oh, hold on. Hold on. This is not sponsored by Mucinex.
Right?
Dwinvin. Okay.
See, that's I didn't find that one.
Okay. So it's Day of San or Saint Dwinvin. On this day, couples exchange unique and handcrafted wooden spoons to each other. This is a tradition that has been in practice since the 16th century. I kind of like that.
I was going to say, I do kind of like that.
That's kind of cute. But then again, like, after, say, you and your partner have been together 50 years, y'all have 100 spoons.
Yeah.
Like, is it okay at any point to get rid of them?
I don't know. Might be a cardinal sin.
Maybe. In Spain, the Day of Love falls on October 9th and is best known as the Feast of Saint Dionysus. I appreciate or Dionysus. I appreciate the pronunciation there.
You're welcome. If I could do it, I did do it.
I actually knew what that word was, though.
Yeah, well, I figured you might, but just in case.
I appreciate that. The festival is celebrated in most all parts of Spain by making a macadora, which is a marzipan figure. The streets of the villages around Spain also celebrate by having colorful parades. I'm down for a Valentine's Day type festival during spooky season.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
I'm good with it. In southwest China, in Mao, Meow.
Meow. Amara, you want to say this one?
No, thank you,
She
she
says,
said.
mm-mm.
Located in southwest China, the Sisters' Meal Festival is celebrated on March 15th. During the festival, women wear silver accessories and beautiful dresses, making this one of the most gorgeous Valentine's Day customs in the world. They cook various dishes of colored rice that is often offered to young men walking on the roads. The destiny of the lovelies is based on which object is found inside the chosen rice. 2 chopsticks mean they are destined for love, and a clove of garlic means the love is over before it has ever began. I mean, you get garlic, a big ass clove of garlic,
I'll be like, what can I make with this?
but I mean, it's kind of funny because it stings.
Yeah.
And that means that the love is over before it ever began.
Yeah.
That's
The love
that's funny.
stinks. But I will
I do enjoy some garlic though.
yeah, I like garlic. But like I will post a picture of some of these because there's a picture of this and it is really like stunning. Oops.
In Denmark, Valentine's Day festivals are quite new and the country celebrates the day with a twist. Not limiting themselves to just roses and chocolate, friends and lovers alike will exchange handmade cards with pressed white flowers that are called snowdrops.
It sounds really cute.
It does. Another country with different customs and even date for Valentine's Day is Romania, where it is celebrated on February 24th. The celebration is essentially a celebration of both Valentine's Day and the spring season. Young men and women will go to the forest to pick colorful flowers, and some will wash their faces with snow as a sign of good luck. In Estonia, February 14th is a friendship celebration day known as Subrapiv.
Mm-hmm.
And includes everyone. Couples, friends, family members exchange gifts and celebrate love on this day.
I think that's cute too.
It is. In Japan, they celebrate differently than most anyone else. To celebrate, women buy gifts and chocolates for their male companions or lovers. In turn, men are not allowed to return gifts until March 14th, which is known as White Day. And Valentine's Day has gradually become more popular among the young people in the Czech Republic. In this country, the festival is celebrated on May 1st. On the day, young couples will go on a pilgrimage to the statue of the poet Karel Hynek, Matcha, and will kiss under the cherry trees for good luck. That's cute.
That is cute.
Known primarily as Dia dos Namorados Festival, Brazil celebrates Lover's Day with the usual exchange of chocolates, cards, flowers, and sometimes there are music festivals and dance performances. Here, the gifting is not limited to couples, with family dinners being common on the day. In England, in the olden days, women would place 5 bay leaves on their pillows on Valentine's Day. The goal of this was to bring about dreams of their future husbands. In Norfolk, Jack Valentine acts as a Santa for Valentine's Day. Though they do not get to see old Father Valentine, children still anxiously await his arrival. It is literally like, my tongue is just like, we're not going to work.
Yeah. Also, the bay leaves on the pillows, witchcraft.
I mean, a lot of this stuff can be traced back to
Witchcraft.
Yeah. Originally, Valentine's Day was celebrated as the Spring Festival in Italy. Another old Valentine's Day tradition was for young unmarried women to wake up before dawn for the opportunity to spot their future husband. Today, Italians celebrate much like we do by exchanging gifts between lovers and having romantic dinners. Miss me with getting up at the ass crack of dawn.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, I'd never find a husband.
Right. Last on the list is Slovenia. Here, St. Valentine is one of the patron saints of spring. It is the belief that on February 14, that plants start to regenerate as the day marks the first day of working in the fields for the new year. There is another belief that birds propose to each other on this day, and in order to witness this, you must walk barefoot through fields that are most often still frozen. Miss me with that.
Yeah, no.
I'm here for walking barefoot outside
yeah, I
through
love
fields,
it.
whatever, but not when it's cold.
Mm-mm.
Nope. Okay. So then I think you said this next one. We have a list of ways to celebrate Valentine's Day according to Good Housekeeping.
Yeah.
We're gonna rate them and talk about if we would do them.
Yeah.
So on the list, go to an amusement park.
I might. I'm not riding anything, but I'm definitely eating
I
food.
feel like it's too cold. It's February, for Christ's sakes.
It depends on where it is.
I mean, unless you're going to like
Disney.
Australia.
You go to Disney.
Yeah. I'm here. I will go to Disney if it's 15 degrees outside. It's Disney. That's about the only place you won't catch me when it's cold.
I was going to say, but that's also in Florida and California, so I really
Yeah.
don't think you have too much to worry about.
Well. Are we going back and forth?
Sure. Watch your wedding video together.
I don't have one of those.
I think that's cheesy. I wouldn't like that. I wouldn't want to watch myself.
I wish we did have a wedding video. Honestly.
Yeah, that would
to
be
see.
cute. It was a good day though, even though it was
Hotter.
hot as balls. It was like we had that wedding in Satan's ass crack.
Your face literally melted off.
It did.
I do wish we had a wedding video though, just so I can see the guy that officiated it quote John Lennon.
Yeah.
In our vows. That was fantastic. Bottle your own wine. Nope, I don't drink wine. I have found one that I can tolerate, and I can't find it anywhere around here. So
yeah. Take a tropical trip.
Abso-frickin-lutely.
I might, yeah. I wouldn't say no.
I will never turn down a tropical trip.
I almost said topical. Take one of those two.
It's a different kind of trip.
Right.
Slow dance to your favorite song.
Together or by yourselves?
I mean, I would say together.
I'm not good at it, so I probably wouldn't. I'd be too embarrassed.
I do enjoy.
I'm easily embarrassed.
I do enjoy a slow dance in the kitchen.
I ain't never.
Your kitchen's too small.
Yeah, no, barely two people fit in it.
Right.
I would say it's a good one-person kitchen, but for some reason, every time I'm cooking, there is a second person standing directly in front of the drawer I need to get into.
It was a little crowded in there earlier while we were all three trying to get dinner.
It's called a galley kitchen.
Your turn.
Dinner with friends. I can get behind that.
Absolutely.
I like food. I
like friends.
Yeah, I had dinner with friends last night.
We had dinner tonight.
So expensive. Yeah, we had dinner tonight. I made a chicken pot pie. It was so good.
It was delicious. Have a photo shoot. Those are always kind of fun. They're very stressful.
Yeah.
But they're fun.
It also depends on what you're doing.
And if the photographer, knows how to pose people and has poses in mind, and we're not like, okay, what do we want to do next?
That's why I didn't make it as a photographer, because I can't do that. I don't like bossing people around.
Right.
I'm just like, it was always nice to work with somebody who did know what they were doing, because then they would just do it. I didn't have to tell them to do anything. That's usually why I brought an assistant. I'd make them do it.
Next one's you.
Visit a bookstore. Absolutely. Absolutely.
For sure. I do. I have here lately been hearing McKay's calling my name in the distance.
Yeah. I got a few things I think I want to take.
I think Thursday. I think we're going to load up a bunch of books, a bunch of Maddie's books, and I've got a couple books myself that I'm wanting to trade in. Sign up for a cocktail making class. I feel like I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I think that would be okay.
Give me a little bit of variety to my set list here, because I usually just drink the same things over and over.
Yeah, I am a creature of comfort, so
we find comfort, not Southern comfort.
No, yeah, not Southern comfort. That's nasty.
We always drink the same things over and over, though. But we find new stuff. Usually about once a year, we'll find a new cocktail that we want to try.
Yeah. My problem though is I don't want to taste the liquor.
Yeah,
that's liquor.
I like the fruity stuff that you don't really taste the liquor a whole lot in, but a lot of the stuff that I drink is stuff that you can't, because it's got like
raspberry or blackberry or pineapple, or
mainly pineapple.
That one's new. It sucks too. Because my favorite drink is coconut rum with pineapple juice.
Mm,
I might still risk it for the biscuit though. It wasn't too bad, but
pop a Benny. Pop a Benadryl before
well,
you
I
get it.
take Zyrtec twice a day already, so I
Oh.
might be okay. Make fondue. I have never in my life done this.
That's exactly what I was about to say. I've never, so I don't know.
Is the melting pot still a thing?
I don't know. I don't know. Let's Google it.
I heard it was expensive.
I haven't seen anybody talk about it in a long time. Melting pot in Nashville.
I guess it is.
Yeah.
Fine dining in Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh,
Oh, they're closed.
yep.
Oh, they must have.
We
Did
both
they?
saw it at the same time.
Yeah, they must have been part of that AT&T blow up at Christmas. Not
Couple
last
years
year,
ago.
but the year before. Because that was one of the main reasons why I was like, I gotta get rid of AT&T internet. This sucks. My whole house was dead.
Take a bike ride. By bike, do they mean like bicycle?
Yeah, like a bicycle ride.
Oh no, thank you.
I would. I like riding a bicycle. I haven't done it in forever.
Right.
Do you think I forgot how to do it?
It's like riding a bike.
I guess so. Play hooky. I'm always down to play hooky.
Right.
I can't tell you. I think it's probably like 2 days out of the 4 days that we go to work every week. I'm like, can we play hooky? And he's like, no.
We own this place. We run this.
Nothing. Also, there was an article about it, and they put me as one of the owners, and I was like, you better take that statement back. I just work here. I'm a peon.
I just work here. I say that all the time. Work out together. I'm okay with that. I'm here for it.
Boring.
I do enjoy going to the gym.
I do like going to the gym. It's just getting there.
I like going
by the time
to
I
the
get
gym.
off work, I'm just like, I don't want to do anything. I want to lay in bed and watch TikTok.
Right. I like going to the gym if I've got somebody that's going with me that knows what we're doing and makes the plan, because I don't like to be the one that makes the plan.
That's exactly what our dynamic was.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, I'll do whatever. I don't care. Just tell me what to do. It was kind of nice whenever TJ was running the show.
Yeah. Because he knows what to do and he knows the correct form. And
he's not going to get upset at me if there's something that I can't do.
Right. No.
Which is nice.
Wait, did I get upset at you when
no,
okay, I was about to say.
Someone else in this house has a tendency
I don't ever remember.
of making me feel bad.
I was about to say, I don't ever remember getting upset at you if there was something that you couldn't do. I was like,
no,
okay.
not you, somebody else.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say, but his name rhymes with Schmamel.
Cocker Spaniel?
Schmamuel? I don't know. Daniel. It's Daniel. In case you didn't know. It's just a little tendency to make me feel guilty. Which makes me, and I saw there's a term for it, and I saw it on TikTok the other day. And I'm like, I have quite literally always done this. And I have vocalized that I do this. Where if somebody tells me that I need to do something, I will absolutely not do it.
Oh, I've seen you do that.
I will look at you and say, no, I'm not doing that now.
Like for the longest time when we were like, you should get a job. And you were like, no, no, I'm not.
Mm-mm. Yeah, I've been like that for as long as I can. I always thought it was just passive aggression, but it's, crap. I wish I could remember the term, but it's like something about, I don't know. I'll find it and I'll let you know.
Do you know what that makes me think of though? Jog yourself to hell.
Yeah. Yeah. That was very much that moment.
Yeah.
Make a bucket list.
That sounds like a good time. Also, it's kind of sad.
Yeah. Because you're just sitting there making a list about the things you want to do and not doing any of the things you want to do.
Well, not just that, but you're making a list of things you want to do before you die.
Yeah. I mean, I have a bucket list.
I have a mental bucket list that goes on for forever and ever and ever.
I have a physical one. I just don't know where it is. Maybe I threw it away. I don't know. I don't even know what the book was that I had it in.
Well,
it's probably gone.
The next one is go to a concert. I'm here for it.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Oh, speaking of, we have 83 days until our concert that we're going to.
Woo!
Did you see?
And I was reminded by a Facebook post the other day that was like, them seats at Bridgestone Arena really hit different because they narrow as hell. And I'm like, I'm not. I'm probably going to be standing.
This reminds me off topic a little bit. There is a music festival was it Louisville? I'm Googling it. Maybe my phone doesn't want to load anything.
What is it called? Task avoidance is what it's called.
Let me Google this on the laptop. Music festival in Louisville.
So, back to my other one with the task avoidance refers to a pattern of behavior where an individual actively avoids or postpones completing a task or activity. This can occur for a variety of reasons, including anxiety, fear of failure, lack of motivation, or feeling overwhelmed by the task. Individuals who struggle with task avoidance may benefit from identifying the underlying reasons. Let me see. But yeah, like if somebody tells me, oh, procrastination is also a big part of task avoidance, queen of procrastination over here. I don't know how I get these episodes done. But yeah, if somebody's like, hey, can you do this? Nope, sure can't. That happens a lot at work. That's one of our biggest, like, where we get irritated with each other at work is because he'll be like, hey, do you think you can? And I know I need to do it. And he'll say, hey, do you think you can do this? And I'm like, sure can't. Nope.
I've heard you say that to him.
Because I don't know. I probably, like I said in the last episode, I probably need to be tested for autism. Because once I have like a set schedule in my head, in order of how I want to do things, and he says that, I'm definitely not doing it. And if I do it, I'm going to be mad as hell about it. Because it has thrown off the imaginary schedule that I've made up in my own head and not told anybody about.
That music festival that I was talking about, it's in Louisville, Kentucky in September.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Bourbon and Beyond.
Isn't Tyler Childers is going to be there, right?
Yes, Zach Bryan, Dave Matthews Band, Tyler Childers.
I know Sierra Farrell's going to be there too.
Yeah, Matchbox 20.
She got a gold tooth now.
I'm kind of like combing through these. Whiskey Myers, Cody Jinks, the Beach Boys.
That's a curveball.
Right. Maren Morris, Teddy Swims, Melissa Etheridge, Co Wetzel, Lyle Lovett, Sierra Farrell, the Wallflowers. I forgot they were a thing.
I don't know who that is.
There was another one. Larry Fleet. The only people.
Oh, that's the
Wallflowers are like old.
Yeah.
The only ones that I'm not seeing in here that I would love to see would be like Trampled by Turtles, Red Clay Stray, and the Marcus King Band.
Yeah.
I am obsessed with the Marcus King Band here lately.
I haven't listened to them.
Oh my!
I've just been listening to hella Zach Bryan.
I will. There's a specific.
And what pisses me off.
I almost said Pacific.
What pisses me off is I'll be like getting ready to take a shower, I'll be cooking dinner or whatever, and I'll tell one of these damn Google devices to play Zach Bryan. Guess what it starts playing? Zach Brown.
Oh.
And I'm like, no, that's not what I asked for.
Where is it?
There's one right there.
Oh, you moved it from over there.
Listening to us over here.
Yeah. There's a specific Marcus King Band song that I absolutely am obsessed with, and I'll have to send it to you. Let me make a note. I'll let you listen to it here in a little bit.
Okay.
I
I made you sit through one of my Sims videos, so.
You'll like this song. You're into this kind of music now. Anyway, is it
Isn't
my
it
turn
weird?
or is it your turn?
Oh, it's my turn.
Okay.
Volunteer together. What are we volunteering for?
Depends on what we're volunteering
Yeah.
for. I mean, if I'm having to pick up dog shit, then
No.
absolutely not.
No.
I'll go walk some dogs. I'll go play with some dogs. But if they shit or puke, I'm done.
Yeah.
Somebody else picking that up.
Yeah. I can't do it.
I'm not. I don't want this to make me sound very awful, but I'm not picking up trash on the side of the road. I'll hand out food at
I
a
have
homeless
like
shelter.
every time that I like drive by somewhere and there's like a bunch of shit in the ditch, I'm like, wish there was somebody that would pick that up, because there's nobody in the jail that's well behaved enough. So they only ever have like one person now
Right.
that does litter detail. And I'm like, I mean, I could try to start a nonprofit where like we're like beautifying Tennessee or whatever, because I think that would probably be quite successful.
Yeah.
But I don't want to
That's
pick
too
up
much
somebody
work.
else's trash.
It's too much work.
Y'all stop throwing your trash out your window.
Right.
Stop dumping your couch in the middle of the road. Like, literally, when we were covered in snow and ice. So, when you go down here and you turn down that road to get to go buy oranges.
Mm-hmm.
So, somebody in one of the driveways, literally, snow and ice on the ground, dumped a couch in somebody's driveway.
What?
Yeah. And I'm like,
well, what gets me
ooh.
is my in-laws living, right around the corner from the dump, get trash.
Oh yeah,
and
like they've
and
had
stuff
like
dumped.
mattresses. Yeah.
There's a chair, like a one that you would find in a living room or an office or something, like not like a rolly chair or anything, but like an upholstered chair.
Yeah.
Out there right now that somebody dumped, and they've been using it for decoration in the driveway. Like for Christmas, there was a Santa Claus sitting in it.
Nice.
For Halloween, there was a skeleton sitting in it.
There's somebody down the road that's got a skeleton up year round, and they had it leaning up against their fence for Christmas with a little Santa hat on it, and it was waving.
That's an update that we didn't give you guys. So we're recording this at the end of January. Last week, which would have been January 14th. Well, it started on the night of January 14th through like that whole next week.
Yeah.
We got more snow in 2 days than we usually do in an entire winter. Is what the news said.
Yeah.
It was so much freaking snow.
My back deck had 8 inches.
At least at my house. At least. It was ridiculous. Our kids were out of school for the whole week. Yeah. We did not
because of that
house.
Because of that, isn't it? I think it's next month. There's supposed to be a half day
that they're making,
and they were like, we got to do a full day.
Yeah. We physically did not leave my house for an entire week, and being that I work from home,
that must suck.
I was like, it shouldn't bother me, but the fact that I was being forced to stay home,
right? It's different,
especially
when you
with the kids.
Yeah,
and I'm trying to work.
And when
there is no calling out when you work from home.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. We still went to work, but he's got 4-wheel drive, so we made it just fine. We just went slow and careful. We were late every day, but nobody hardly came in.
Right.
We had one person come in, and we were like, "You're the first person we've seen all week."
Right. Well, he went to work one day, and he was only there for a couple hours.
My poor dad drove all the way to work in Metro Center.
Aww.
And then only to find out they were closed.
Oh no.
And then
nobody called him and told him?
He didn't find out till he got there. And then the next day they were closed, but he already knew that they were going to be closed the next day. And then on day 3, let me show you a picture of what my father sent in our family chat. They were open on day 3, and he said, let me find it. It ain't that far back. Damn. My mother's sending too much junk. Anyway, he said, meanwhile, at the place he works, they built a snowman on the car lift.
Amara.
Daniel looked at it and he goes, "What did they use for buttons and stuff?" I said, "There ain't no telling."
We didn't even build a snowman. Like, I didn't go out and play in it.
I was
The
gonna
kids
say
did.
I didn't go out.
The kids did. The kids and TJ did. But they didn't build a snowman. He said that this kind of snow wasn't the best for a snowman for them to build
No,
it.
it was too powdery.
Yeah, it was really powdery.
I saw your dog running in the snow, and all I could think about was his poor wee wee.
I know, that's what we all said. I was so afraid that he was gonna pee, and like when he squats to pee, because he doesn't always lift his leg, but when he squats to pee, his little dingle dangle hangs and touches the ground, and I was like, he's gonna pee and it's gonna freeze to the ground. Like, this is a problem. But the snow was so deep that it was almost taller than him. In some places it was. And so he's like doing little rabbit hops, frog hops through the snow trying to get through it. He absolutely loved it for about 5 to 10 minutes at a time until he couldn't feel his little feet anymore.
Well, I was gonna say, isn't that like all of us?
Yeah.
Absolutely love it for about 5 minutes.
The kids loved it and wanted to stay out there. They wanted to go out there every day, but with it getting like into single digits and feeling like negative out there, we were like, no.
Like, I literally have almost never had to wear 2 pairs of pants to work. And then I wore my snow boots. So I took my little slippy sandals and wore them around the shop and then put my snow boots back on when it was time to go.
Well, we did get out. I had to get out Friday. Okay, so we got out Wednesday night and ate dinner out. And then I had to get out Friday to go pick Maddie up from her dad. And our washing machine, like the pipe to our washing machine, froze like instantly, like very first day.
Yeah, that's not the first time that's happened.
It happens every year.
Is it like exposed or?
We won't go into that here. But I had built up so much freaking laundry. Like, it had gotten to the point where we were trying to conserve as much laundry as we could, knowing that we couldn't wash it. And so we had built up so much laundry, I just couldn't stand anymore. So Friday night, TJ and I went to the laundromat to wash all of our laundry. And then Sunday, I just looked at him and was like, we're going out for dinner tonight. So we drove to like Bellevue to go to dinner.
Nice. Where'd you go?
Chili's.
Nice.
But we had a gift card to Chili's, so we went.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was ridiculous. Okay, back on task. We did volunteer. Ironically, number 17 is go sledding. I didn't see that until just now. I've been sitting
here looking at it like, when's she going to notice?
I didn't see it until literally just now.
I haven't been sledding since I was a teenager.
We didn't do that this year because we didn't have anything to actually sled with.
Yeah.
Because every time we buy a sled, my kids break it.
Fair enough.
So they didn't get to go sledding. But I feel like every time it has snowed in the past, I've gone down at least once.
Not me. I'm too scared. My weenie.
That was always like my favorite thing to do as a kid because, like behind my parents' house where there's that big hill that goes down into the spillway before you get to the creek.
Yeah.
We'd go sledding down that hill. Me and Sam had the greatest time doing that. And Courtney. I don't know. Did Courtney do it? Yeah, I think so. I know sometimes Courtney was I don't know if Courtney listens to this, so Courtney,
probably
if you're listening, sometimes she was too much of a baby back bitch to do anything with us because she was afraid to get hurt.
I mean, relatable.
But also Courtney has a little sister when her little sister was like a toddler-ish. We had to babysit her, like me and my parents had to babysit her because they had her and her parents, I think they were going to a funeral or something. And we went to a greenhouse. And her little sister was afraid to touch anything because she was afraid she was going to get dirty and it was going to hurt.
Oh, no.
So, I will never forget her just looking up and going, I can't, it's going to hurt if I get dirty. And my mom's like, nope, and just like shoved her hand in some dirt.
Bless her heart. Have a Valentine's bake-off?
Absolutely.
Sure.
I would win because he can't.
I was going to say, I'd probably win.
I love to bake. I've always loved to bake, but making like candies and like sweet snacks and baking stuff that's my newfound favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
Since Christmas, I have kept peppermint bark on hand because it's easy to make and it's delightful.
Blech.
Go thrifting.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I
I'm
love
gonna
thrifting.
talk Daniel into doing that tomorrow. He doesn't know it yet, but
Although I'm probably not going to buy anything, but I love going.
picture frames.
Yeah.
Look around.
Yeah.
Look around. I'm slowly replacing all of my boring, basic picture frames with weird ones.
Yeah, I like it.
So, like this one up here. It's a picture of me and Daniel. It's books.
Yeah.
I found that Claire's one.
Yeah.
Most of these come from Goodwill.
I
If
like
you
it.
go look around, I've got a little one over there that's ghosts, and the cutest little Christmas one is over there too in that pile. Yeah, all from Goodwill. I find the weirdest picture frames at Goodwill.
Yes.
Sing your heart out with karaoke? Absolutely not.
Oh, for sure.
This is going to be a no.
I mean,
for
if it's like
me.
a karaoke in my house, like with just us, for sure.
No.
Or in the car,
Maybe.
for sure.
Yeah, maybe, but it's going to be a no from me, dog.
We do that anyway. Like we'll just there'll be random moments where we're like, okay,
See,
Gemma, pick a song, and we let it play, and then Easton pick a song.
This is another of my maybe it's an autistic trait things. So I'm like, I don't know why I'm so anal retentive about it, but like if I'm listening to a song and I'm singing along to it, don't be weird. Don't make it weird. Somebody will make like in random parts of the song, he'll go, ah! And I'm like, nothing I will say nothing. And most things infuriate me as much as this does. Or he'll whistle during the song, and I'm like, you're ruining it. I made it a point when we're in the car, like especially on long trips, no music. It's podcasts only because I can't take it for a long car ride. What? Come here.
Oh, I was like, where is she?
Come on, you want to say hi to the podcast? You want to say hello? Say hello. Anyway, what's next?
Play tourist. If we're doing it like here in Nashville,
Yeah.
I feel like that would be fun because as a native, I don't do the touristy things.
Yeah, we don't. I don't go downtown.
No.
It's scary.
Yeah.
Order off the dollar menu, which absolutely does not exist anymore. I don't know.
But
this article was not even that old. But yes, I absolutely would.
It's now like the $2, $3, $4, $5 menu.
Yeah.
Oh,
stupid.
By the way,
like a McChicken is almost $4.
The foot long pretzels.
Oh, from Subway?
Oh, they're here.
Is it good?
I don't know. I haven't tried it.
They also have a foot long cookie.
And a foot long churro.
Which I saw somebody measure them on TikTok. So the pretzel, a foot. The churro, a foot. The cookie, 13 inches. So it's more than a foot.
A baker's dozen.
Yep. It's a baker's foot.
Baker. The next time we record, shall we get a foot long? Shall I get us a foot long pretzel for each of us?
Sure. I'm down with that.
Can we Lady in the Trampet? Enjoy breakfast in bed.
I can get behind that, but who's making it? If we're both enjoying it in bed, who's making it? Because it ain't going to be me. Take a scenic drive.
I love it.
It's fine.
I love it.
But am I driving or is he driving? Because either way, it's
I'm
probably going to be...
passenger princess.
Me too. But somebody's driving scary. Sometimes, not all the time. Like I told him, I said, I feel safer with him driving me in the snow and ice in his truck than I do when it's sunny and 85 degrees outside.
Yeah, because he's being extra careful.
Yeah, that's what he said. He was like, and I'm like, you're not on your phone. You're not doing bullshit.
It's illegal to be on your phone while driving, Daniel.
He knows this. And then he'll be like, well, you do it. No, I don't. No, I do not.
I keep thinking of things I need to tell you. Go on a hike. If it were warmer.
Yeah, if it was warm.
I'm here for it. I love a good hike.
You never know how February is going to be, though.
Can we find a good place to go on a hike where I can be naked? Where nobody's going to see me?
Your own backyard?
All those woods kind of bump up against people's houses.
Yeah.
But
Be
like
adventurous.
being in the wilderness, at least topless,
I don't know.
sounds like a great time.
I don't know. I'm embarrassed. What if a bird sees me and
Oh
is
my
judging me?
God.
Exchange love letters. Blech. No.
It's too.
Yeah, it's too. Blech.
Hold a game night.
I can get
I'm
behind
here
that.
for it.
I'm fine with that.
I'm here for it. We got a couple really good games for Christmas this year. The kids always get at least one or two board games for Christmas. This year we got quite a few. You guys got the kids. It's called Kids Against Maturity.
Yeah.
It's like a kids version of Cards Against Humanity, and it was fun.
No, it wasn't put out by the same people because they have their own kids version. It's like a family edition.
Well, this is fun. It's a great time. The kids have a blast with it. They find it funny. Easton doesn't always understand all of them, but he finds the ones that he does understand funny.
Yeah.
We also got this game called Tapple, and it's like a little round thing, and you've got these cards that have topics on them, and then you pick a topic, and then you have to like name a word that goes with that topic. So like things that are the color blue. And so you would say, I don't know, bluebird. So you would hit the B and then start the timer over. And then the next person has to find a word that starts with another one of the other letters. And you go around until everybody runs out of time and can't think of anything or something like that. That's been really fun. But the best game that we've gotten so far, I forget, is it called Pop Darts or something? It's a Dude Perfect game. And it's like they're like darts, but they've got suction cups on either end. And you've got one orange one that you stick on a table. And the goal is to be the closest, like you throw your darts and they have to land and stick to the table. Or like you want to be the closest one. Or if you land on top of the orange dart, you automatically win. It's kind of like a cornhole type situation. But the kids have had an absolute blast with that. We played at least once, twice a week for an hour at a time. It is so much fun.
Nice. Make some crafts. Have you a little craft night?
I don't know.
I like to do that by myself.
I know. I mean, say.
Or like on a girls' night. Like if we have like a group activity we're doing.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, usually I just do that by myself.
Did y'all do the cookie decorating without us?
With y'all?
No, y'all.
Yeah, we did.
I meant to ask you about that.
It got a little sideways.
Oh.
I'll have to show you some of the pictures.
Okay.
Yeah. The cookies were good.
We didn't participate because I have children and I wasn't bringing my children over here to wreck all of
I said she could.
Tchotchkes.
I said it was fine.
I know. But
most of my stuff's in cabinets now because I'm not cabinet poor.
Act like my kids wouldn't find a way to break a cabinet.
Hey.
Especially the little one. Recreate your first date. I'm gonna be honest with you.
We didn't have a first date.
I mean, I'm sure we did, but like, I bet like, so we met, but the first time like we really hung out was over at his buddy's house with all of them to play beer pong.
Don't recreate that.
I don't know. It seemed like it'd be a great time. We always had fun at those.
Yeah, but like that's more
that
of
was
like
back in the good days when it was just like the core group and everybody wasn't bringing like all these random.
That's more like
people.
just like a hangout night. That's not like a date night.
This is true. But I don't. Outside of that, I don't know what would have been our first one-on-one.
No, because
he'll listen to this and be like, "You don't remember? It was this."
No, because the first time I ever took this man out for a meal, he was super weird about it and was like, "It's not a date," and I was like, "It's literally food. You're making it weird."
Was it lunch?
No, it was dinner. But I picked him up and took him to the Japanese place.
I knew it was the Japanese place.
And all he ate was chicken nuggets.
Because he was trying to be cheap?
I guess so. Now here we are spending $70 at hibachi.
Oh.
And I'm like...
Just for the two of you. Like,
just for the two of us.
Sick to spend $70
that included a $10 tip. Because they were good, but it was chaotic. But yeah, imagine my eyeballs when I got a $60 bill.
Sure.
But yeah, so I mean, mostly, I just pulled like a little little mastermind situation and just made him come to me and hang out. So it's kind of like that song, the Taylor Swift song Mastermind. If you want to listen to it, it's like as soon as I heard that song, I was like,
she's gonna be able to relate the Taylor song to every.
Oh, I absolutely can do that now.
I hate it. I hate it here. I hate it. How in the world is this my best friend?
Hey, I don't know when I became this person. Actually, I do, but it slowly happened over time.
We're at number 30.
Plan a movie marathon. What's the movie?
I mean, it's a marathon, so it'd be more than one.
Yeah, but like it needs to be a series. I can't just watch a bunch of different movies.
Oh, I could.
Mm-mm.
Let's do a movie marathon with all stupid stoner movies. I'm here for it. Oh, movie marathon with Adam Sandler movies. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Movie marathon.
Harry Potter movies. I could get behind that.
He won't do that.
Who? I was going to say Daniel might if I make him. The problem is the first one, I saw it so many times that I started falling asleep to it. And then it became like one of those like comfort things where I would just fall asleep to it. So now, guess what happens?
You fall asleep.
I fall asleep. I haven't been able to watch the first movie all the way through since like 2006.
He'd be down. TJ would be down for like a Star Wars movie marathon. I'd be okay with that.
I've done that. I mean, it was okay.
I'm trying to think. What else would there be?
Oh, I got a good one. The Fast and Furious series.
I like
you would
those
be
movies.
There all damn day.
Yes, and TJ would love every second of it, and I'm okay with those movies. I enjoy watching them if they're on.
I like the first like 4. After that, they weren't necessary.
When Paul Walker died and was out of it, that's when it just.
Yeah. Also, unpopular opinion, Tokyo Drift is my favorite.
That is unpopular.
Yeah.
I don't. Lucas Black, is that his name? I like him.
Yeah, I think so.
I
don't know. It lacks Vin Diesel.
Not completely.
Not completely.
He's there.
But it's lacking.
He's pretty to look at. But so is Lucas Black, so you don't like Vin. You're not the meathead type person.
No. Mm-mm.
I like a man with muscles.
That man looks like he ain't got 2 brain cells rubbed together to keep himself warm.
Anyway, cook together.
No.
I don't like cooking.
No, because I'm going to get irritated.
Yeah. Yeah.
Take a relaxing bath.
Together? No, thank you.
Not in any of these bathtubs.
No,
we'd have to get like a hot tub.
No, thank you.
We used to have like an inflatable hot tub. It was okay. But when we bought it, the guy was like, it's got a few holes in it. It had more than a few.
Like, I don't like it. Because then you're like taking a bath. Like, the point of taking a bath
is human soup.
Well, yes. And you're just sitting there like marinating in each other's filth.
Yeah. Yeah.
See,
that's why I don't think I'm a hot tub girly. Especially.
Well, the hot tubs have chemicals, so they're going to kill off any of the filth.
I guess.
So, I'm okay with a hot tub. It's like, if you and I were to take like a weekend getaway to the mountains, we'd get a freaking cabin with a hot tub, and by golly, we getting in it.
I guess I'd get
we getting in it, and we getting sloppy at least one night. Not by sloppy, I mean
say, I will
drunk.
Fucking drown.
Okay, so
no, okay, so you get sloppy. I'll take
drunk. We're gonna say I'm gonna get sloppy drunk.
Yeah,
and we're not gonna leave the cabin.
Correct,
because I don't want people to think
in them mountains
we're making nasty.
No. Yeah, on them mountains, no, we ain't going nowhere. Like, that's one of the reasons where I'm just like, if I get a cabin, I'm not leaving until I'm going home.
Yeah. Well,
because, like, okay, so I don't know, I've maybe mentioned it, but I've watched Everything Autos on YouTube, and they, like, are a towing company in Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg. And like the amount of people they have had to pull out of ditches on these like narrow roads.
Yeah.
One time there was a delivery truck that was like full of washers and dryers.
Oh.
And what they're pretty sure happened was he was flying down the hill. Cause he was like, oh, my brakes went out. And everybody's like, oh, this looks like he was speeding. And just like flew into somebody's ditch.
Oh. I was about to say something. Oh, so if I rent a cabin when we go to the mountains, I feel like I have paid more, which I see that the next one is rent a cabin, a cozy cabin in the woods. This is twice that we've done this now. But anytime, so my next one, rent a cozy cabin in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
We rent a cabin and you spend so much money on renting this cabin as opposed to getting a hotel room that you feel like you need to stay there and enjoy it. But I want to get out and I want to see the things and do the things.
Right.
And so I feel bad,
but a hotel room.
But if it's going to be like a girls trip and we're just there to kick back and relax,
a cabin,
because we're going to kick back with a book.
Right.
And chill.
As we can like it depends on like the number of days. Usually 3 days in Gatlinburg is my max.
Yeah.
Because after that I get bored.
Yeah, I've seen and done everything there.
3 days is pushing it.
Yeah.
Usually 2 days is plenty, but like 3 days is like a good amount.
We should take a girls trip weekend, just the two of us, and record while we're there. Get a cabin, just a cheap little 2-bedroom. If I got to share a bed, I'll share a bed. Get a 1-bedroom cabin, just cheap. And then she's like, I don't know about sharing a bed.
I'm just thinking about how I would build my nest.
We'll get
Who was it I was
make sure it's
to?
a king or a California king so we can split.
Who was I talking to like not too long ago? And I was like, they were talking about, you know, whenever their husband is out of town, how much of the bed they take up. And I was like, yeah, I build myself a whole ass nest. And whoever it was, just looked at me and was like, do you mean with the pillows? And I was like, absolutely.
It must have been your other best friend.
Too. No, it wasn't her.
I like how you know who I was talking about.
No, it was somebody. I wish I could remember who it was. Oh, I know who it was. But yeah, I was like, because her husband goes out of town sometimes for work. And I was like, I just build me a nest with all my pillows. I'm surrounded by them. And she was like, I do that too.
I do not. If I sleep, which I mean, the past couple times that he's had to go out of town.
The nest has gotten bigger though, because I got to accommodate for Willow.
Well, I don't know. I've gotten to a point where I can just sleep. However, I like burrito up in my blanket. Sometimes I let Loki sleep with me and then we just cuddle all night and we're good. But
I'm bougie. It's got to be like a certain temperature. The environment, the vibe has to be just right. And usually it's ruined because I'd go in the bedroom earlier than Daniel does. And then he'll come in, fart, and then he'll leave. And I'm like, you've just totally ruined the vibe. So the other night, it was the morning of my doctor's appointment on Thursday. And I was up because I was nervous about it. And then I'm laying there, and it's like 5:45, 6 o'clock. And I hear, "Rrr," and I went, oh, killing it for me. And then I'm hit with the most atrocious smell I've ever smelled in my life. And I was like, I very seriously considered getting up and going and laying on the couch. But I didn't. I covered my nose because we have separate blankets, thank God. So I'm just like, everything from the nose down is covered.
That is the worst. Like, I hate it when first thing in the morning, if he gets up before everyone else, like if he's getting ready for work earlier than everybody else, and the first thing he does, like feet hit the floor, he stands up and then just, like, I swear the neighbors can hear it. And I'm like, please wake everyone in the house up. Please. Please. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning and I'm not ready to be awake and I'm not ready for the children to be awake.
Right.
Please don't wake everybody up. But a lot of times I don't hear him do that anymore because I'm a very heavy sleeper most of the time. So it's not been that bad. But yeah, that first fart in the morning, I don't understand it.
I don't know. I'm always so much gassier in the mornings because I'm super gassy.
Well, maybe because
my tummy is.
you hold it in all night in your sleep, so it's
No,
time to go.
I know Daniel doesn't. You can have an indoor picnic. I would do that.
Yeah, I mean that's just a meal, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but you could like pack it in a little basket, make little sandwiches, make
To
it all
walk
cute.
from your kitchen to your living room.
Yeah, put a red and white checkered tablecloth over your ottoman. Get some little fake ants just for pizzazz.
No. Share a romantic night under the stars.
I can get behind it.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Head to a museum. Now I know me and Daniel both would love to do this.
Yeah.
We both would just eat it up.
Yeah, I like it. Paint together. What are we painting? First of all, if we're painting a room, no.
Does it involve spray paint? Because Daniel's just going to make fun of me. Because I don't go psh, psh, I just go psh. And then it runs.
Yeah.
And he's pissed off about it.
Same. I'm not going to paint a room. Look, like, I don't paint.
So whenever
rooms.
we take all this paneling down and put up drywall or sheetrock or whatever it is, you're not going to help me come help me paint?
You got a man for that now.
He doesn't like doing it either. I end up just doing it myself.
I have painted all of these rooms in this house at least once, and most of them multiple times.
He helped me paint this room. I don't know.
I painted this the original time.
Well, yeah, because
on the carpet.
Yeah, because I was like, we're not ripping the carpet out of this room, even though I should have. And immediately open the paint can, immediately drop it like down, paint side down. So for like the first like 2 years I lived here, there was a robin's egg blue circle on the brown carpet. And then there was, I think behind the door, it was just drips on the carpet.
Was my fault.
But we ended up ripping it up anyway. And then I painted over it because I was like, new life, new me. And I repainted every room in this house. We don't talk about the yellow room though.
Oh.
But, because I was talking about repainting the kitchen recently, and he goes, ugh. And then I was like,
the same way.
Because right now it's like a dark, like a burnt orange color.
It's like a macaroni and cheese orange.
No, that's the laundry room.
Yeah.
Ice mac and cheese orange.
Yeah.
But, like, I painted it because I wanted to do like a vintage Halloween decor situation. And I was like, I'd really like to be able to like decorate it for other things. I like the Halloween, like the vintage stuff. And I was like, and I could always pull all that out for Halloween. And I was like, but what am I going to do? I don't want to have to repaint. I'm like looking at it and I was like, I could bring mushrooms in here too. So now I'm like slowly transitioning it to a mushroom kitchen and I'm just going to leave it orange because I was like, that matches. I'm not going to repaint.
I mean, if you were going to repaint, I would almost paint it like a...
Eventually I will because the paneling's all going to get ripped down, but...
Do like a green or a red.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to... I think whenever all is said and done, I'll probably move into more like earth tones, but not like beige.
Yeah.
I want like the fun earth tones. Because like, none of you have ever been in my house that I know of. I don't know who's listening to this. But like my office in here is like a deep purple. The guest bathroom is a deep purple. Like there's no theme in my office. It's just like the crap that I enjoy looking at. But like my guest bathroom is Tim Burton, but I'm going to transition that over to Haunted Mansion at some point in the future. So I won't have to repaint it then either. Kitchen, vintage Halloween. Dining room is just like a gray color and it's also crap I like. Living room is like fire red.
Murder red.
It's like, what was it called? Victorious red or something. Bedroom, gray and green, like a dark green. Bathroom, green. Mushrooms everywhere. Flowers everywhere.
Every room has a different theme.
Yeah. But I'm slowly moving it into something that's like throughout the whole house. Yeah. It's kind of getting a little bit more cohesive.
38.
Spend the night in a fancy hotel room.
I mean, it might be fun
Maybe, yeah. I
to feel
could,
fancy for a night.
yeah. I'd rather do it by myself though,
Yeah.
so I could like really truly enjoy it. Not that I wouldn't enjoy it if Daniel was there, but I'm a creature of just wanting to be left alone.
Visit a conservatory or a botanical garden. Absolutely.
Yes.
That sounds like a bomb time.
Yeah. So one of the lovely ladies, well, I don't work for two ladies anymore, just one, and a dude. So this other lovely lady that I work with, she once went to Florida, and there's like a bird conservatory. There's little birds in there. So if you know this lady, you know she is covered in jewelry, shinies.
Is it the one that did?
No.
She's not the one that cut my hair?
No. This is,
she doesn't work there?
No, I'm talking about the other lady that I work. Yeah, okay. Yeah, shinies, head to toe.
I got you.
Everywhere. She got shinies.
Yes.
So guess what birds are attracted to?
Yep.
Shinies.
This one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So she's on a trip to like Florida or something. It was like back in the day. She was with her husband and her family. She was with her family, and they're like, please remove your jewelry and stuff before you proceed through the bird room because they like shiny stuff. And she looks at herself and just books it through the bird room. Like slick at work.
Yeah.
She's like, don't bring him anywhere near me. I don't want him near me. And I was like, he does like shinies. But he just likes to like eat on them, and then he kind of gets a little horny about it. It's weird. But anyway, you could go ice skating. Nope.
Back in the day, that would have been a good time.
No, I have a deep-seated fear of getting my fingers cut off.
Yeah. Also, I have a hip replacement, so I feel like if I fall, I'm done for.
Yeah, you might be.
Yeah.
I saw my Nana go ice skating once. I guess maybe it's because she's from Wisconsin. Wisconsin. So maybe they did that a lot more up there.
Yeah.
But like whenever at Opryland, I guess during like Christmas time, they had an open ice skating rink. And one time she went, just like spinning a little circle, like a little ballerina out there on the ice skating rink.
They used to have, I don't know if they still do, but at Ober-Gatlinburg, they had an ice skating rink there. Mm-hmm. And when we'd go, I'd ice skate there sometimes. But like over at Centennial Sportsplex, we used to go ice skating there a couple times a year. I remember, I think I had a birthday party there once, and then Courtney had a birthday party there once.
I ain't never. And I've only been rollerblading once. I fell, and that was it.
We went to the skating rink every weekend.
That was not rollerblades, though. Those were the 4.
I had rollerblades.
I did not rollerblade.
I try. I didn't. What's funny is I felt more unsteady on the roller skates than I did rollerblades.
No, whenever I had a friend that lived in town back in middle school, she was like, rollerblading's easy. Let's go up here to this parking lot and do it. 2 seconds I had them damn things on and my ass is on the ground. And I said, I was
way more comfortable with rollerblades than roller skates.
I wasn't really comfortable with either of it because I'm afraid I'm going to fall. I don't know.
I don't know that all the years or all the weekends that we spent at the skating rink, I don't know that I ever saw you get out there and skate.
Probably not. Because I was very nervous about it and I was afraid somebody was going to touch me.
We always
I used to tear it up in my basement at home. Back and forth, because it was like a long basement.
Yeah.
So back and forth, up and down. Yeah. Did that all the time.
I just hardly ever fell. Down the hallway at my parents' house, even though there was carpet. But
hey, whatever works. But like now, I've currently got a pair of roller skates in my Amazon wish list because I would like to start skating, like maybe in the driveway or something, and then work myself up to.
I need the video footage of this.
No. I'm going to turn the cameras off.
Daniel, if you're listening, turn them back on. Record it. Send it to me.
But it's been so long since I've done it. It's going to definitely, and maybe I'll use a walker.
I got one.
I might borrow it.
I got it. It's got wheels though.
Hey, that's fine. It needs to move.
Right.
As I need to
Yeah.
move with it.
Have a wine and cheese night. No, thank you.
A cheese night, absolutely. I'll have an upset tummy.
I started to say that sounds like explosive diarrhea later.
I've been eating a lot of girl dinner, which just consists of like Townhouse crackers, Colby Jack cheese, and turkey pepperonis.
Well, yeah, it's a.
Sometimes
it's
my
a
tummy gets
charcuterie.
upset. Yeah, I make myself a little charcuterie board. Amara thinks she has to have some because it's cheese. So she's sitting there fighting me the whole time. And I'm like, this is my dinner. You had your own. That's like, if I have a bowl of cereal, Willow is so polite. Because if I'm eating a bowl of cereal, I always share a little bit of the milk with her if it's not like a chocolatey cereal. Yeah. So, and she doesn't drink much. So I just saved just a little bit. Well, somebody, a hoss, thinks that because Willow's getting it, she's got to have it. So I have to save enough for 2 of them now. Mm-hmm. But Willow, she'll just sit there, patiently wait. It is so cute. This one will knock me over trying to get my food. And it's my own fault because I was feeding her my food right off my plate when she was a kitten.
Yeah.
I did that. That's my fault. That's why I got to live with it. But it sucks. Just want you to know. Book an at-home massage.
Then I have to invite a stranger into my house.
Yeah.
But I'm here for a massage. I've
never had one. I've never had one, but I kind of want one. But I'm also like self-conscious. And I'm like, what if this little, because they're always like little ladies.
I got you a number. There's a lady that does, we've been to once, and I've got a gift card to go to her again that I got for Christmas. She's in the same building as my mom's work. Mm. She's fantastic.
Yeah.
I'll get her number. And as far as I know, she's pretty reasonable.
Yeah, I haven't found any, like, even like around town. They're not super expensive.
No.
But they're always either like itty bitty ladies.
This lady, I mean, she's not.
Or
big.
They're like string beans. They're like 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
And got like, there's the itty bitty look like a little straw.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm a big girl.
This lady is not itty bitty, but she's also not a big lady either.
Yeah.
She's super cool. Play at an arcade. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'd do that.
I have a great time at an arcade.
Yeah. Do yoga together.
No thanks.
I mean, I'd be okay with it. Like, I prefer to do it by myself. It feels like more of a meditative thing.
Yeah.
So I'd rather do it by myself.
You know what I want to do? I want to go to a yoga class where they let the puppies run loose while you're doing yoga.
Goat yoga.
No, I don't want goats. I
Goats.
want puppies. Puppy yoga. Where then it's acceptable for me to quit doing the yoga and play with the puppy.
Goat yoga. I want one standing on me.
And the last one, listen to music together. We do that every day.
No.
Almost every day.
We ain't doing it.
Discuss why you're not doing it.
Yeah. Because he makes random noises and it pisses me off. Like, I've never verbalized that before, where I'm just like, I wish I could let you know how much this irritates the absolute shit out of me. And I have the nonprofit of the week. And I have chosen the Nashville Food Project. Nutritious food is a basic human right, yet 1 in 7 Nashvillians do not have access to the food they want and need. The Nashville Food Project is a community food project that brings people together to grow, cook, and share nourishing food. Our work connects people to nutritious food and to each other through vibrant urban agriculture projects, made from scratch meals cooked in our kitchens, and food served with local poverty-disrupting partners. And as per usual, there will be a direct donate link for that organization should you feel so inclined to do so.
Well, we hope that you guys have a wonderful Valentine's Day. Yeah. If you're of the single sort.
Yeah, because chances are you're either listening to this on Thursday or you're listening to this on Sunday, because I've noticed that our numbers are biggest on Sundays.
Yeah. If you're of the single sort and you don't have a partner to celebrate with, I hope that you made it special for yourself somehow. Yeah. And we love you.
Yeah. Get together with your other single friends.
All the single ladies. But yeah. As usual, go out and follow us on the socials like Facebook,
The Instagram,
Twitter, TikTok,
X,
email us at wandersofweird
@gmail.com.
Yes, Daddy.
Ew. Kick me the ick.
Make sure that you are sharing us out, rating us, leave us reviews, let us know, send us your topic ideas.
I didn't realize we had rambled on for so long. This episode is going to be almost an hour and a half.
Oh well. Send us ideas of what you guys want to hear.
Yeah.
We still have that Amazon wish list though.
Yeah, we do still have the Amazon wish list.
So if you've got an idea, a topic idea, go find a cheap ass little book on Amazon about it and send it to us. We would appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right. That's all I got.
Okay.
Okay, bye.